It's a cold Friday night. I got all my Christmas decorations today and we're going to decorate tonight, so let's make a cozy dinner. I'm making my husband's all-time favorite dinner, beef stew. Started off with some baby potatoes. I'm just using red because that's what my store had. The hair is going up. It's time for the rest of my veggies. So, like I said, I got my potatoes and then I got some celery, a big bag of carrots, and an onion. So we're gonna chop these up. These three are gonna get sauteed with my beef. So let's get to work here, people. I've got a pot here. I lined the bottom with some olive oil and then I threw in about half a stick of butter. Something about me, I absolutely love onions. But anyway, just gonna give this a rough little chop. Like I said, I love onion, but one thing I don't love, is my eyes. Because now I have onion juice all over my board. And then, again, roughly chop. And now some celery. Now we've got the beef, so I'm just using some sirloin steak tips. And so I'm just gonna chop this up, add it in there, and then I'll show you guys what's next. Okay, I've got everything here minus the potatoes so far, and I've got this over medium heat, so now we're gonna season this a little bit, especially salt because you want the veggies to sweat a little bit. I seem to always season my dishes in layers, which you will see. Adding in some pepper. Mom and Dad, if you're watching this, yes, I am adding in some dill. I like it in there. I really do. And now we're just gonna watch this. This already smells really good. Okay, a little bit of color is starting to form in the pot, and also my veggies have sweat. So we've got both going on. When we add in the water, you're gonna wanna make sure to scrape all of the little bits. I've been kind of picking at it. That is all the flavor in there. That's what that is. That is just straight flavor. Now I'm gonna start adding in my water. What are you doing? And what are you doing? I ended up adding 10 cups of water, but I'm gonna keep this handy just in case I need any more to thin it out. Also, a lot of people always think that I'm following recipes. Unless I'm making something for the first time or I'm baking, I don't use recipes. I just wing it. So I don't really have a recipe for this because again, I just kind of do it as I go. But I did just measure that because I know y'all are going to be asking. So that was 10 cups of water. Now I'm going to add in some bouillon cubes. I have always used bouillon cubes instead of getting things of broth. Recently I did start buying some of the pre-made chicken stock and beef stock, vegetable stock. But that's more so just to kind of keep in my pantry. Because I don't know, my parents always used the cubes. So I think it's better than the broths. But yeah, I mean the broths are good too, but I don't know, just something about this, I don't know. So I'm just gonna add in my little beef cubes. If you wanted, you could use, I think they make vegetable ones. I've only ever bought the chicken and beef cubes, but if they have vegetable, you could totally use that too. I ended up adding in 5 of those little cubes, and now I'm just gonna give this a stir. Now listen, I shared my secret about using the fat from the beef, the butter, and the olive oil, but now I'm gonna let you in on another little secret. Just trust me. Oof. Oh yeah. Now obviously it's still very watery, but I have another secret for y'all. So this is a stew. It's supposed to be thick, right? So I have 2 secrets to making it thick. So first, my potatoes. You could cook these separately because obviously potatoes, starchy, it's going to thicken this. So you could cook these separate and they'll still thicken it up as they sit in there. But I just throw my potatoes right in at this point when I'm bringing it up to a simmer for them to cook, because when they cook in there, it helps with the thickness. Now, I'm gonna let this cook until my potatoes are nice and tender and it's simmering, and it's going to slightly reduce, just a little bit of the liquid will cook off. And then I've got one more secret to making it thick. I don't know, maybe 30 minutes. I'll let you guys know. All right, it's been simmering. Make sure to scrape down those edges. And now it is time for the final step. Okay, I normally just use like a box of Bisquick, which is still Bisquick. It's just the shake and pour. It's the same thing. So I'm just gonna add some of this into my bowl and some water. Just kidding, I actually went ahead and added the whole container. I just eyeball this part too. We're making dumplings. I've got a cookie scoop, and now I'm just gonna add in my little dumplings. So now we're just gonna let those cook, and then once they look like they're starting to firm up around the edges, that's when you wanna flip them over. And the dumplings, in my opinion, these are like the best part of the whole stew. Like I wish I actually had more batter to make more dumplings, but I digress. These will also thicken up the stew, because they just do, because they're like, not starchy, but they're carby. So, I don't know, they just really thicken up the stew, like, perfectly. Ideally, this is actually the perfect amount of dumplings because it doesn't overcrowd. Normally, I like cover the whole top in dumplings, and then I even get some underneath, but this is actually perfect. And now, very carefully, we flip our dumplings. So now looking at these dumplings, these do look a lot different than they normally do. Like these, like really absorbed the broth, but that's okay. So I guess that was a little bit different than regular Bisquick, but that's okay. It's still making this nice and thick, and it's still gonna be good. Oh, look at that. Not the prettiest thing, but trust me, it tastes so good. So now we're gonna eat, and then we're gonna decorate for Christmas. I will catch up with you guys later. Bye.